Hey everybody, been talking to you about FEMA being on FedNow. Well, class is now in session as why this is such a big deal. FEMA disaster payments are moving over to the FedNow rail from U.S. Treasury. Let's really break that down. What's it mean? The Federal Reserve has announced that FEMA's disaster relief dollars are going instant, meaning if your financial institution is connected to FedNow, then your customers can get their relief funds in seconds, instantly, 24/7, 365. That's right. That means there'll be no waiting for the mail, no waiting for Monday morning. Whenever the disaster strikes and the payments get released, help will just be instant payment away. And this isn't some overnight surprise. The truth is, the U.S. Treasury's Bureau of Fiscal Service was one of the first government agencies to be FedNow-ready. They were there when FedNow launched the service. This has been something I would believe, at least, that has been in the works for a while. And now we're seeing it live up in a big way. I'm really wondering what other government benefit payments will become, standard or normal across FedNow. But this is huge news for you as a financial institution. So why is it huge? Well, let's talk about the big wins here. First of all, instant relief. Survivors get their funds right away, whether it's for hotels, food, fuel, medicine, emergency repairs. That's not just faster payments, that's faster recovery and when it matters most. They're always on payments. Disasters don't wait for business hours. Neither does FedNow. It's their nights, weekends, holidays. Funds settle, they post instantly. And it's safer than paper. Don't forget about the executive order that's eliminating paper checks from the government. It means we're moving away from paper checks. It means fewer stolen checks. It means less check fraud for sure, and a smoother, more secure experience for everyone. I mean, who doesn't like to get instant payments? I know some of you like to get cash. Oh, by the way, cash is an instant payment. Why? Your financial institution cannot afford to wait. If your bank or your credit union isn't connected to FedNow yet, or if you're just receive only without good customer-facing experience, your account holders may have to get their relief payments somewhere else. And they're going to hear it from their friends in the neighborhood, in their community, if they get them somewhere else. So let's be real. It's a missed opportunity and a risk for your relationship if you don't get on to FedNow now. So why do you need to move now? Because if you want to keep your customers, when funds hit instantly, you're the hero. If you have to open an account somewhere else to get their money faster, you're going to probably lose that customer, lose their deposits, and lose it for good. So be ready for the surge. FEMA payments can spike overnight. You'll need your posting logic, limits, fraud controls, all of that in place. And there's no limit on receive. Okay, you can receive up to 10 million is going to be the new major total there. But I don't think we'll get payments that high. Who knows? But you will be future-proofing your institution. And this is just the beginning. Local governments, employers, and issuers will be following FEMA's lead. Again, I expect more benefit payments to come to FedNow. Being FedNow ready means you're positioned for payroll, for claims, for refunds, for the gig economy, all in real time. And I did mention it, right? FedNow transactions are going to be going up to a maximum of 10 million for a single transactions. That means there will be even more high-value use cases coming to the network. And if you need help with all this, well, I know an organization that's there to be able to help you. The Fed will help you. Give them a call. But so's Pidgin. If you're wondering how you can get off the whiteboard and get into production, that's where an organization like Pidgin comes in. Pidgin is a real-time instant payments platform built for banks and credit unions, and they've been live on FedNow since day one. They can help you by providing connectivity so that you're connected to be able to receive those U.S. federal government payments 24/7, 365, whenever they go out, whenever they're sent. They help you when it comes to fraud and risk management. They have integrated tools to keep you and your customers safe, even when volumes spike after a disaster. They have a community financial institution focus. Pidgin was built with community banks and community credits in mind, and they are there to help you. They are there to be able to help your community when you need it most. And when a disaster strikes, that is when you need it most. So let's go on to the Payments Professor's cheat sheet. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a moment we've been waiting for in the FedNow environment. Real-time government disbursements, they were there. They're definitely here now. We've had official announcements. If you're already on FedNow, double check, make sure you're ready to receive, post, and even notify. Notify your customers right away And if you're not live, what are you waiting for? The next disaster will not wait for your implementation deadlines. I'm just telling you that now. You want to get started, get with Pidgin. They're going to help you to be able to get started. And you want a quick history lesson? If you go back in the history of ACH, one of the things that propelled it to where it just took off was in the late 90s when we saw that the government adopted the use of ACH. And the government is the largest originator of ACH transactions to this day. At that time, many financial institutions were thinking that ACH was just a direct deposit network. No, 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 no. It grew to be so much more, and it continues to grow. I'm a big believer in the ACH network and same day ACH. But I'm also telling you, FedNow is the future of electronic payments. And if you're not involved in the future of electronic payments, what are you doing? You're going to become history. Don't become history. Be part of what's happening. FEMA payments, disaster recovery relief will help your account holders in so many ways. Make sure you're there to help them. For now, this is the part where I get to say, class dismissed.